teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the San Diego State Aztecs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So San Diego State's offense is on the field for the first time today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today. Well, we're early in this game, but I got a feeling this is not going to be the last time we see that screen. I mean, it worked perfectly here, and they get a first down. Now it's about confusing the defense when you see that same formation to get them looking for it again.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They're going to run it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 4th down, look at the throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. And the Aztecs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That's caught. It's Hussein. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. He's stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Aztecs pick up enough yardage for a first down. They're going to run it. First down, looking for more now. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And the Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. The completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And it's caught. That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Sticking with the running game. Touchdown, Aztecs, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Seminoles offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Pass rush closing in. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain.
Because there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. San Diego State has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Makes a quick catch. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Knowles will have to punt this one away. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. Trying to build on beautiful, balanced touchdown try last time they had it. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Little eye candy from the offense and pre-snap motion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Let's it fly to the wideout. But it's incomplete. They missed an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Right down at the 33, that's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's going to take off here.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Hussein. Great cut. They whiff on him. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. 2nd down after that short completion. They'll try the ground game here. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. They face 3rd and short here in the playoff in the 10th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game. The Aztecs lining up here on 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football play.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
We thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Gets it out quickly to the left side.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. He finds his man. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. And the timeout is called. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And looking to throw now on first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Second down after that completion. Fires it to the wideout. He's wide open. Look out. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5.
Well, it's been all passing all the time on this drive. This guy's 5 for 5, and now they're sitting at first and goal.
Oh, it is incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Want to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Great job with the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on third down. They got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
How about this defense? That is called bending but not breaking. Back-to-back sacks. What a great job of not giving in and giving up on this drive. Now they've got him to fourth down and goal.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. The receiver grabs it, and they get him down on what will be the final play of this first half. Miners going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Aztecs will kick this away to start the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The Passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Pass is caught. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Looking to chuck it again. Nice throw, caught for a completion. The Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible, put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers, and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Aztecs offense back on the field now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Hussein. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The Aztecs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Hussein. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hussein. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46. And the Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He's looking to throw. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a 1st down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. The Aztecs line it up with 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He escapes the pocket. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. So with playoff pressure for the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The shotgun handoff here. He's got the first and still going. You stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. 1st down here for this offense. Quick pass, the catch is made. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. San Diego State has the lead here, Kirk. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They open the 4th by going to the air. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. A deep shot to the right. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They'll run it from the gun. He finds room at the 30. He's brought down, but that strong stiff arm helped him to a 1st down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he makes the catch. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. 1st down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, San Diego State. This offense cannot be stopped. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And this offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Gift to the offense with the offsides makes it 1st and 5. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Blitz and a quick sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. They got him again. He's like a statue back there. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep down the left side. The pass is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout while they check him out. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught by the receiver. The tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. And the Aztecs have 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. Productive drive in the making. A 1st down at their own 42. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Deep ball back to the right side. And it's picked off in the end zone. Could take it all the way. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency. Got to come up with a miracle late here. The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Looking to throw yet again. Oh, the pass rush gets home. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. It's third down for the offense.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. The San Diego State offense on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Leaning on the run game here late. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. He's brought down out at the 46. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. On the move now. Catch made on the right side. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
This will call incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Knowles. This offense is still clicking.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. They cover an onside kick. You never know.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Oh, what a mistake. A 15-yard gift to the offense when you're trying to protect the lead here late in the game. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.